Hi, everyone. Welcome to our team call. Tonight, it is February 3rd. Holy cow, we're already into February. So tonight, Alexa and I just wanted to talk about something that we talked about this weekend when we were in LA. And we learned a lot and got some really good ideas for some things coming up in these next few months. But we really want you all to focus on Team Cup, so we don't want to overwhelm you with so much stuff right now. But we did want to go over the 3 disciplines of self-leadership. Alexa, do you want to start?
Yeah, so this is one of the trainings that we got at the New Leader Conference that Emma and I went to this past weekend. And just, for new coaches that maybe don't know what that is, it's a special conference. It was actually the first one that Beachbody's ever put on. And you had to be a 2-star diamond coach. And so for those that didn't attend the big leadership conference that was back in the fall, this was an opportunity for new leaders to come together. It was great. It was really intimate. There's only 120 coaches there, and tons of the corporate team were there, and we got to have trainings from both corporate and from 3 15-star diamond coaches in the company, including last year's top coach, Melanie Mitro. So it was really, really really great conference.
Is it really breaking for anyone else? Or just me? Alexa, you're breaking out a lot.
I'm excited because I know a lot of you guys, especially with Team Cup being leadership. So the first one that we want to go over, discipline number 1, is be completely committed. So when you're talking about
Alexa.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay, you were like breaking out. Like, I don't think any of us heard like anything you said.
Really? Okay, well, let me try. You didn't hear anything I said?
No, I mean, I didn't.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me move to another. Hey, I'm sorry. I need to do this out here because I'm not getting connected in the bedroom. Can you turn this off? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Please, flag me down if you guys still can't hear me.
No, I tried to say your name a few times, but I don't think it, went through.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, guys.
It's fine.
Okay, so I don't know how much of what I said was understood, but we were at the New Leader Conference this past weekend. It was for our 2-star diamond coaches. It was really great.
We heard this part. It was just right after top coach is when it started to.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll just move into the first one. Okay, so the first key discipline of self-leadership is to be completely committed. And so when we're talking about what self-leadership means and what that is, all of you guys are leaders. Even if you're not even an Emerald coach yet, maybe you don't have any coaches underneath you, that's okay. You're still a leader the minute that you sign up as a coach. And so these 3 disciplines are just going to help you in reaching the goals that you've set for yourself and to really help you become self-motivated and reach these big goals, especially at the beginning of the year and with Team Cup especially. So be completely committed is the first key discipline. So what does that mean? It really comes down to your why and turning your why into results by setting incremental goals. That's one of the things that we talked about. So, when you think about your goals and what you're striving to achieve as a leader and as a coach, what is that thing that's going to power us and move us forward? That's your why. So what is that reason why you have decided to become a coach and why you're going to push to reach your goals every month? Maybe you're looking to quit your full-time job. Maybe you are wanting to help people. That's something that you've always loved to do. You want to be able to help people. Maybe you want to pay off thousands of dollars in debt. No matter what your why is, maybe you have kids and you want to create a better life for them. You want to be able to travel more. Think about your why and kind of think about your reverse engineering it. Think about those incremental goals that you can set for yourself in order to make that happen. So for example, my why when I first joined as a coach was to quit my full-time job. That was what I wanted more than anything. And so to be completely committed to that, what did I do? So you have to kind of think back and reverse engineer your why and that big first goal that you set for yourself. So does that mean you need to hit Success Club 5 every single month? Helping, get X number of coaches started on their journey each month, whatever it may be. Think about your why, think about your end goal, and set smaller individual goals that are going to help you move towards that, if that makes sense. You need to have that discipline in order to make that happen. So where does that come from? Your habits. Your daily habits is what's going to help you reach your why. It's going to help you be completely committed. It's going to help you stay consistent in reaching your goals. So one thing that they told us about this was that 90% of what we do daily is habitual. That's kind of like a big deal. Like 90% of what you do every single day is just a habit. It's something that you just do kind of second nature without even realizing it. So, habits have a lot of power. So what kind of habits are you creating for yourself? And you need to, figure out what those habits are that are going to help drive you towards your goals. And so, think back, this comes back to your why and creating those set goals for yourself. How do you hit those set goals and reverse engineer your why? By creating these habits. So whether that's being consistent with, starting new conversations and inviting, whether that's posting on your Facebook and your Instagram at least 3 to 5 times a day. Think about those habits that are going to help create, momentum towards your goal. Set smaller individual goals that are going to drive you towards your why. And because ultimately being completely committed comes back down to that first step, which is your habits. Your habits are what are going to help you stay committed, because 90% of what you do every day has to do with your habits. So be completely committed is the first discipline of self-leadership. So the second one, Emma, do you want to talk about the second one?
Yeah, can I add something to that also? Yes. I want you guys to start viewing your goals as unbreakable promises. And that's what they were talking about also. Like, rather than, I don't know if I can read my writing, but declares of intent. Do you have that written down?
Yeah, our goals are unbreakable promises to ourselves, not declarations of intent. So
right.
It's not like, oh, this is what I hope that I hope I'll hit 3 people, hit Success Club this month. I hope, I'm going to try my best and hit it. Like, that's a declaration of intent, but you need to turn it into an unbreakable promise. No matter what, it's going to happen.
Yeah. And when you have that mindset, like, I just want, like, Jessica, for example, I know she's on the call. She, set her goal, and the last day she was like, I don't know if I can do it. And then she was like, no, I can do it. And she hit Success Club 5 the last day of the month this last month. Like, I've been on that same day, the very last day, hitting Success Club 5, November of 2013. That was me. I did not give up until the very last day. So I want you guys to know, if you have that unbreakable promise with yourself, you will get it done. It's not a matter of if you will, you will. So just have that mindset. I'm serious. Like, the mindset is huge. Okay, so number 2, control the controllable. So there, one thing that Melanie talked about was having her blinders on. Because I think a lot in this business, you can get sidetracked with what other coaches are doing. You're like, oh, well, she's doing this and that's working for her and she's doing that. So I want you guys to just stop thinking about everyone else. Identify at least 5 to 8 daily actions that you can control. So I want you guys to be writing these notes down, and I want you to literally write down 5 to 8 actions that you guys can control when you get off this call or right now, whatever you want to do. And that way you're going to have a list of things that you can control. So you can control your posts. You can control what you're doing with follow-ups, with your invites, talking with people, responding to your messages. These are all things that you have control over doing.
Personal development, that's a good one.
Yeah, personal development, best one.
Yeah. Your own health and fitness, eating healthy and working out every day. That's a really key part of what we do.
Right.
And no one else can do that for you except for yourself.
Yeah. And so then next to each task, you need to write down how it directly impacts you reaching your next goal. So health and fitness. Okay, so you need to be doing your health and fitness because you want to be helping 3 people a month. And if you're not helping yourself, how are you going to be helping 3 new people a month? Right? So right there, that's helping you towards your goal of Success Club 5. Personal development. Say something happens, and like today, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't a great day. I had a really off day. Shit happened that I didn't want to happen. And honestly, if it weren't for personal development, I would probably be thinking of every bad thing that's happening. But you know what? I've switched it around and I'm making a positive out of it. So, writing down the daily impacts of everything, your new invites, how not sending out maybe 5 new invites would impact, your flow of messages. So just really writing out those key impacts for you. And then the third thing, rank your tasks from most important to least important. So what's most important to you and what's least important? And you really want to try and get through all of these every single day. Am I okay or am I breaking out?
No, you're good.
Okay, because something just popped up saying that my connection was unstable.
No, I hear you. You're good.
Okay. So do the important tasks first when you work on your business. So say, you have power hour. Okay. So, all my busy peeps, you need your power hour. So do that first. Okay. Get that power hour done first, out of the way. And then, honestly, if you only have time for power hour that day, I would say your second thing priority would be your workout and making sure you're posting at least one thing, like if you're eating clean. So just really focus on prioritizing what's best for your business first, and then going through, other things like making pictures and stuff like that. Of course, it's still important for your business, but it can be done a little bit later, maybe when you have a little more free time just hanging out. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I want to add something that I actually read in my personal development this morning that kind of goes along with this. I'm reading this, Emma and I are reading this book for our Elite Push group called Entree Leadership. Some of you guys might have gotten it for the Success Club prize last year. But one of the things that he talks about is with your business, whatever issues or things that are going wrong in your business, you are the problem. You are what's causing those issues. But at the same time, the solution is also you. So it's like the bad news and the good news, right? Whatever things aren't happening, whatever things aren't going wrong, it's because of you. But also you are 100% in control of your business and 100% the person that can make it succeed. So just remember that. And don't put the blame on, well, my coaches aren't doing X, Y, and Z, or maybe, I would hope this is the case, but I have no upline support. My upline sucks. They're not helping me. Or my coach isn't helping me. That happens in this business. So many of the top coaches will tell you, Lindsay Matway had no upline. She did not have a coach. She created and built her business 100% from her own leadership and her she built everything herself without help from an upline. She didn't have team calls like this to get on and people to help support her. So, just remember that control the controllable. When it comes to this business, you are 100% in charge of your success. And if your business isn't moving the way that you want it to move, you need to look at yourself first. Don't look at, the things that other people are doing, or, just looking at all the other things outside of yourself. Start 100% with you, because if you are working on you before anything else, everything else in your life, whether not just with your business, but if you work harder on yourself than anything else, then that is how growth is going to happen. So just remember that it's you. Control the controllable. You are 100% the captain of your own ship, and it starts and ends with you. Okay. Hopefully that helps a little bit. So the last key discipline that we want to talk about is being fully accountable. And, I think that we do a pretty good job of stressing the importance of, holding yourself accountable. And, really in this business, it's our job to, kind of open up and be like an open book with people, with our lives, right? So what you really should think about doing is turn your good intentions into good habits that are aligned with your goals. So, when it comes and use accountability to help yourself make that happen. So like for me, when I first started this business, I had probably tried and failed at every single diet workout plan you could ever think of. I did Weight Watchers, I did The Zone, I got a personal trainer, I did calorie counting apps, I did Advocare, I did everything that you could think of. And I've tried and failed at everything. Do you think that deep down I really wanted to finally lose weight and make this happen for good and stop losing and gaining weight over and over? Yes, I had good intentions, of course. But I needed to turn those intentions into habits. And how do you do that? By being fully accountable. That's where Beachbody came in for me, and that's where Beachbody flipped the switch for me. It held me 100% accountable by, allowing me to share my journey through social media and, with a team, and sharing my journey and sharing my story. It turned my good intentions of, I want to lose weight, I want to do this for good. And so it turned that into good habits. So, and accountability is what will help make that happen. So they also talked about always be accountable to at least two people. First, to ourselves, and second, to a success partner or mentor. So if you guys don't have a success partner already, you've probably heard Emma and I talk about this like a million times, but having a success partner is going to be so freaking Emma and I'm really excited to
Alexa, you're breaking out again.
No? Oh.
Or is it me?
Oh. Can you?
I don't know what's going on with my computer.
Okay, sorry. When Emma and I became success partners, I was an Emerald coach and she was a Diamond coach. And now she's our Premier coaches right now. So that just kind of shows when you find the right person that clicks with you, it's going to really help hold you accountable and push you to be the best version of yourself. So I can honestly say that having that other person there that could help me with moving forward was, so incredibly helpful for my business. So be fully accountable to yourself, number one, and to someone else, a success partner, if you don't have a success partner, our key things when it comes to finding a success partner is finding somebody who has the same goals as you, who is reaching towards making the same things happen. So two of the newer coaches on my team, Marissa and Lisa, they're success partners, and they're both looking to quit their jobs this year. What great way to have that push and accountability to have someone who's working towards that same goal. When you guys are both working towards the same place, it's really easy to bounce ideas off each other and to help move each other forward. So being fully accountable is just going to be so important as you move your business forward and, develop into a leader. You can't do this by just kind of half-assing it or pretending. You know what I mean? If you're not accountable and you're not holding yourself accountable, then you're going to fall off track. I don't know about you guys, but That's how I am. When I'm not holding myself accountable, when I have nobody there to push me, that's when I fall off. So having that 24/7, having that person, having the team and the support system is what's going to help.
Yeah, and I was going to say, too, if any of you guys are looking for a success partner, I don't mind posting, like, a thread in our team page. And you guys can post, like, where you live, if you have kids, like, what your goals are, and maybe try and find someone on the team. Or they don't even have to be on the team if you connect with someone else from a different team. But just having that person to just report back to and to just be like, oh, I'm really sucking today. Like, I need a kick in the ass. Like, I don't know. It's just really nice to have that person to always just like there, just telling you, like you can do it. Because, like everyone knows sometimes there's days where you feel like giving up and, that it's hard. And then, you have that person there to be like, no, like, just it's a fine. You take a day break and get back into it. We all need breaks. We all need mental breaks. We're all human. So it is just really nice to have that and have that accountability. And I definitely think it was like a 360 for my business as well. I know both me and Alexa just really took off. So, yeah, I think, do you have any other?
No, I mean, so those are the three things, just to recap. Number one, be completely committed. So just like some key things, reverse engineer your goals. Think back about what you need to do. Think about your main goal and the small incremental goals that are going to help you get there. And remember that our goals should be unbreakable promises to ourselves, not a declaration of intent. So think about it. Change your mindset, like Emma said. Say, I am making this happen, and no matter what, make sure that is an unbreakable promise. We're starting at the beginning of the month. If your goal is to hit Success Club, which it should be for everybody, no matter what, make sure that happens. Number two, control the controllable. So, write down those daily things that you need to do that you are in control of. And, your business starts and ends with you, nobody else. Yes, of course, we're a team and it's a team effort, and we can't do anything without our teams, but set a good example for your team. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So make sure that you're doing those key things and you're passing that down to your team, and they will follow suit. And then the last, be fully accountable. So first to yourself, and then second to a success partner and mentor. And turn your good intentions into good habits by aligning them to your goals. So with that said, those are the three things we really wanted to talk about. I don't know, do we want to open it up maybe for questions for them now? Or if you guys have any questions about either like the new leader conference or this specifically, anything, please ask away. Any questions?
I know someone has to have a question.
No one has a question. Did anyone see our pictures this weekend and just wish that you could be in LA? And were you wondering what we were doing all weekend? No questions? You guys. Okay, who's on a Team Cup team this month?
Nice.
You guys rock.
That was like everyone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Someone unmute themselves. Katie?
Yeah, I'm on a Team Cup.
Yay. Any questions?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What would you say your biggest takeaway was from the weekend?
Ooh, good question, Marissa.
I think one of my biggest takeaways was the amount of like recognition and thought that they put into this. Like they really, like the hotel was amazing, the service, just everything, like the training. And I think really just hearing other stories, like I heard another mom talk, she's like a 6-star diamond now. She just became 6-star this last week, and she had her daughter at 17. So for me, that really hit home, obviously, because I had my son at 21. And she said, you know, she's really into drama now. And before, I think I would have been like, oh, you need to get a job just to have a job. Whereas now she really just wants her daughter to be passionate about something and pursue her passion in her job versus just having a job for a job. And I thought that was, you know, that totally hit home because I feel the exact same way. I want Bentley to be passionate about something. I don't want him to just feel like he needs to have a job to get by. And I think if it weren't for Beachbody, you know, I don't think I would have ever had that perspective. And so I think that, I love hearing stories. I think that's always like one of the best things about these events too, is you always get to hear other people's stories. And it's just so nice to see that, you know, other people can do this and we're in this for the right reason. I think that was one of my biggest takeaways.
My biggest takeaway was probably how, honestly, there's no right or wrong way to be successful in this business. So, you know, the three three coaches that shared, like, did like a presentation for us. They were all 15-star diamond coaches, which for those of you who are new, 15-star diamond is like the highest rank that you can have as a coach. The first one, Tracy Morrow, was a founding coach. So she like has been with Beachbody since like day one.
Like, like hit her up like, hey, Tracy, what do you think? Like, we're going to start this.
She's like friends with Carl, and she, you know,
Tony Horn, like her kid's uncle.
Yeah. She was in the P90X video and P90X3 and stuff. And then the second was Melanie Mitro, who was a top coach last year, but she's like a stay-at-home mom from this small town in Pennsylvania and has had to like, you know, grow her business while being very busy as a mom. And then the third was Trina Gray, who is also a 15-star diamond coach, but her niche is like fit moms who are personal trainers. And her niche is like helping those, you know, fit females that are wanting to, you know, find another way to, you know, help people besides just personal training. She like owns a gym, and you know, they were just all 100% so different in the way that they
and her goal wasn't to quit her job either. She still works a full-time job.
Yeah, she still is working as a gym owner. And then Melanie Mitro was like, I don't know. They were all just, their stories were 100% different. The ways that they spoke were completely different. The way that they talked, some of them talked about their systems they have for their teams, and they were all different. And there was a point where they had a panel, all three of them, and one of them was, you know, talking about one thing, and then the other was like, well, I don't do my stuff like that at all. Mine's actually totally different. And so it's like, there's no right or wrong way. There's no one size fits all kind of coach. Like, everyone can do this differently, no matter where you're at, no matter what kind of person you are, whether you're a mom or whether you're not a mom, whether you're like fitness professional or whether you're not, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can still 100% be successful as a coach. You can grow your business no matter where you're at, whether you're working full time or you're a stay-at-home mom or whatever it is. So that was a real like eye opener for me, just like hearing all of them talk and how different they were. Because, you know, at Summit, you do the trainings, and they kind of like pair people together a little bit to like do them together. So it's kind of like similar people. So I don't know, just like hearing them speak back to back and how different their stories were was just really motivating, because it's like, you know, you don't have to be Lindsay Matway or Alexa or Emma. You don't need to do things like us. You don't need to have the same story as us. Everyone's going to be different, and that's great. And that's awesome, because no matter what, you can still be successful at this business. So just own your story and own who you are, and just know that you can still 100% be successful no matter where you're at. So that was one of my big takeaways, I would say. That was a good question. Thanks, Marissa.
You're welcome.
Any other questions or anything, guys? We talked to them about, you know, we talked to corporate about some things that are coming up, and they did say that the New Leader Conference is something that they are going to do again. So next January, there's going to be the second New Leader Conference, and I think they said it'll probably be like the same qualification, so you'd have to be a 2-star diamond coach. So for those of you who are, you know, pushing, I was talking to Keyshawn, who's like my corporate mentor, and she said it's like one of the best events that she's ever been to. I loved it. It was so much fun. And Emma and I were sitting there like, it was 100% paid for. We didn't pay for our food. We didn't pay for our hotel room. We didn't pay to get into the event. We just paid for our flight to get down there. And for me, I used to be in event planning before I became a coach. And so I know how expensive it is to put these events on and how much food costs and how much alcohol costs, because they gave us free drinks, by the way, and like how much hotels are and all this stuff. And it's like, we didn't pay for any of this stuff. So it just shows how much Beachbody really puts so much into their coaches and how much they want us to succeed. And they really reward us like crazy. I mean, and you saw we got like free shirt, backpack, all this swag and stuff, and we were like, what the heck? Like, I wasn't expecting to even get anything, but getting there and we got all this stuff, and I mean, it was just amazing. And it just was like another great reminder of how much I love this company, because they really recognize those people that put in the work and that are working hard to help people. You know what I mean? So, it's just something that I love. Like in my corporate job, if I work my ass off for a year, I would maybe get like a little bit of a raise. You know what I mean? Like $1 or $2 raise, maybe, if I'm lucky. Whereas like over the last year in Beachbody, like they just I'm getting stuff in the mail every single day from them. It just like they recognize us and want us to succeed so much. So if you're the type of person that likes recognition, then you're definitely in the right place, because that's what they're all about, which is something that I really love. Not saying that I need to be like told all the time how great I am, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, you like being told and like being recognized for your hard work. I don't know about you, but I know I do. So just keep working, just keep putting your time into it. And I'm telling you, like, the things that can happen with this business are just amazing. I was just like floored the entire time. And
yeah, well, just because like we were just thinking like this time last year, like we had like no clue what we were doing. Like,
I was an Emerald last year, so all of the Emerald coaches, like, you could be here like leading a team call, just getting back from the new leader conference next year.
I wasn't Diamond yet. I wasn't Diamond until February 18th this time last year. Like, my goal was to reach Diamond right before my birthday. So like, just know that it takes time, but it's just amazing what can happen in a year.
It's incredibly worth it, you guys. I mean, I can't say enough.
Yeah, seriously, we could just like go on all night and like say how. Okay, but we'll shut up. Okay, any other questions or comments or concerns? I love all the babies. It's like giving me baby fever. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Kelsey, she's like smiling in the camera. Bentley's like downstairs. I was like, Eric, I have a call. He's staying with you. Okay, well, can we take a picture then before we jump off? Since I have all these cute kids on the call. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Just stop the recording and see if.
Oh, yeah.